Yeah, people, a special good evening to everyone. We are here to talk about inclusion, no boundaries, no limit. We are entering CG's Fitness Institute. The C and the G is just for Carlos Greene, a simple person with a slight dream to enhance person's lifestyle. When we look around today, we are seeing many persons suffering from many ailments that could easily be remedied or rectified, or in the first place, don't even have to come to that with just a little bit of movement. Who is Carlos Greene? It would be wrong of me if I don't say first Carlos Greene is a Christian. I'm the husband of one wife for the last 29 years. We have 3 beautiful children. Carlos Greene is a dreamer. He have always had a dream, and even after losing his sight, the dream continued. I can remember one day a gentleman asked that same question in a different way, and he said, who is Carlos Greene? Is Carlos Greene a blind man, or Carlos Greene happens to be blind? And he said, don't answer. He said, don't answer me that question, but answer the question. And it went on my mind for a long time, and eventually I started to really answer the question. And this evening I just want to encourage person, even when you think about who is Carlos Greene, you have to think about who are you. Yes, you may have a disability. Yes, you may have something, may be blind. And are you a blind person first, or are you happen to be blind? And yes, now Carlos Greene, my dream continues. Yes, I am a blind person, but yes, I just happen to be blind, not blindness first. I can continue to do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And because of this, my life is to Carlos Greene is the empower person to fulfill their personal destiny. In a nutshell, I continue to be a dreamer and to impact other persons to fulfill their dream. And if I could do that, well, I'll have a fulfilled life on this little earth, in this little country called Trinidad and Tobago.
So what made the great Carlos Greene get into powerlifting and training overall?
In order to answer that question, I have to drift back a little bit. From a young child, I was always into sport. In primary school, I played soccer, I played cricket, I played volleyball. Aside to play tennis, I represented the schools in running. And a lot of times, for some reason, I would quit. And then 2000 came, and I lost my sight because of the eye condition called glaucoma. And I started to put on a lot of weight. And about 2 years into it, I started to try to do a little exercise. A little shame. I'm not satisfied to be a little shame. So I used to come out in the night, and I would go by the wash tub, and I'd hold on to the wash tub, and I would bounce there until I wet. Then I got a little bench with a little piece of weight, and I started to jog, and then I lift the weight. But I wanted more. I went to one person, they said that it's too hard. I went to another friend where I thought I had some weights there. He sold the weight. But about a few months after, I remember telling my mom and a friend, if I could just get 1 month in a gym, that would do me good enough. To make a long story short, October 2002, while celebrating the blindness awareness period, we had a walk around the savannah, the Queen's Park Savannah to be exact. And while walking around the savannah, I was sweating, enjoying it that Saturday morning. And at the end, I won a 1-month voucher to a gym in Port of Spain. And I remember 2 months later, it was January 2003, the first Tuesday in January 2003. I walked into the gym, I cashed my voucher, and I started to exercise. The February came, I paid. March came, I paid. And it was in March, some guys started to call me strongman. And they asked me if I would like to take part in a powerlifting competition. I knew nothing about powerlifting. I heard about it, but I knew nothing about it. And they decided to prepare me now for this competition 5 weeks down the road. I went into the competition. I didn't win. I got a consolation prize. But one of the things that happened in that, it made me realize, like, I want to do this. I started a great desire to do this came upon me. And I started to tell person, hey, I'm going to do powerlifting. Everybody would say, you can't do it. So I started to ask them, now why? They couldn't answer. I said, is it because I'm blind? And they still couldn't answer. So I purposed in my heart then. Remember I said earlier, I'm a dreamer. So I purposed in my heart then that I'm going to do this. I went to the tournament, the local tournament. The first tournament was in April. That same year in September, it had nationals. And I made some mistakes, so I failed. And one of the things about me growing up, when I fail at something, I'd never go back. I say, Carlos, not again. Not again. You're going to defy your fears and continue. 2005 had no competition. 2006 I found a competition in Puerto Rico. In training for that competition, I fell into an open manhole in Shoguanas and hurt my back. That was in April. The rest of April I was not in the gym. In the rest of May I was not in the gym. June I was not in the gym. The tournament was in June. I missed it. But July, with a little discomfort, with a little pain, I went back into the gym and I found another tournament in Guatemala, and I started to train for June 2007, and eventually we traveled to Guatemala. Marlon Belfort, my coach, Cohen Boyce, my assistant, and and at the end of the tournament, after my 9 lift, I went to the back and I cried. Why? Everybody said I could not have done it. I went to Guatemala and I did it. Tears just flowed. A little while after, a friend we made came and tell the coach, Carlos placed in the tournament. The coach Carlos say, hey, dry your eyes, brother. We beat people, put on your tracksuit like you and receive our medal. I have one medal here. This is the first medal I won in Guatemala City, in Guatemala in 2007. At that time, I was the lone blind athlete competing with sighted persons in the world. Yes, it's correct, in the world. You can go and look at it. And what that did, I got excited. After winning this medal, I said, wait, they say I can't do it. I did it. No, I want to do it even more. And the journey started there. I've been to New Zealand where I did it again. The lone visually impaired persons alongside person, the first Trinidadian to go to the Commonwealth Powerlifting Championship, and I went as a visually impaired person and medal. That same year, the Ministry of Sports encouraged the Powerlifting Federation to put my name up as a Sportsman of the Year, and that year I finished in the top 10 sport personalities in Trinidad and Tobago. 2009 I did the same thing again. 2010 I did the same thing again. 2007 we tried to go to a World Blind Powerlifting Championship, but because Trinidad and Tobago was not affiliated, we was not able to do it. So steps was taken at the end of 2007 and the beginning of 2008 to reform the Trinidad and Tobago Powerlifting Federation. And what that did, we took a team to Aruba that year, and after that I came home with 5 bronze medals, and I enlisted now to go and do a world championship. We went to Miami again. My coach, my assistant, and I went to Miami in 2008 to the World Blind Powerlifting Championship. What we did there, we heard the Trinidad and Tobago anthem played for the first time at a World Championship powerlifting event. So I was the first person in Trinidad and Tobago to win a World Championship medal. And I was excited. I didn't only end there, I broke 11 world records that year. One of those records was 20 years old. Another was 18. Another was 16 years old. So you ask the question, why continue continue. I just want to encourage persons, that there's no boundaries, there's no limits, there's nothing that can hold you back from fulfilling your dreams but you. Once you work hard at anything, you could be successful. If you just have to look back at Carlos Greene's story, and I just want to encourage persons, life doesn't have to end after blindness.
So how did you become affiliated with CODEF and this organization?
Well, in a nutshell, CODEF, they're doing something I like. They're about community, they're about family, they're about inclusion, they're about empowerment, they're about encouraging persons not to give up. So in a nutshell, it was easy when I was introduced to CODEF from day one, the leader, I don't know, we just connected. I believe it's because both of us passed through the youth camp system many years ago, and we have a thing: once a camper, always a camper. You don't have to be from the same batch, but we just continue to connect. And then his dream is to see inclusion. His dream is to see persons empowered. CODEF's dream is to partner with the community to help others. So it was easy to just associate with a group like this, with people like this. They are selfless kind of people, giving over themselves. Sometimes not only of themselves, they give over their finances, they give their family towards helping person. So it's easy. And also with blind welfare, at present I'm a council member on the blind welfare organization, and it's the same thing. It's about giving back. It's about giving back. A lot of time persons could ask the question, what you could do for me. Yes, that's important, but my life, my family, persons could bear witness. My life and my family's life is about giving back to society. Society has been good to us. It has been good to us. Yes, you heard me spoke earlier about some of my achievements. I could not have done it without many persons, without many organizations, without friends, and without family. The support system. I'm thankful today for my support system, my immediate family, my wife, Marcia Greene, and my 3 daughters, Rebecca, Rihanna, Renee. My gym family. Even today, some of my gym family came out to make this thing happen. And it's all about giving back. It's all about encouragement. It's all about inclusion. It's all about keeping that dream alive. It's all about, defying all the odds. No boundaries, no limits, and to encourage blind persons to know without any shadow of a doubt, hallelujah, blindness is no weakness. Here once again talking about healthy lifestyle, fitness and exercise. Join with CODEF to continue to keep the dream alive. We're talking about inclusion. Today we're going to step in firstly to leg exercises. One of the first exercises we demonstrated was on the leg press. That's the one when we lay back on our backs, so the legs up in the air, we push it out, we unlock, and we come down with our legs. It's a leg exercise. We did some extension where we would sit on the machine, point your toes up, and you're kicking your legs forward, just squeezing on the top to get that steady contraction. We also did the lion leg curls. That's the one when you lie flat on your tummy with your chest up, where you hook your angle behind your heels, and you're bringing the weight to your bottom. Likewise, while doing it, you'll keep pointing the toes to the shin, and you're bringing the heel to the butt. And most time, what they want to encourage you to do is squeeze when you reach on the top and control it down. Squeeze when you reach on the top and control it down. While you're squeezing, you exhale and you're inhaling down. Another exercise we did was the squat, where you walk in, you place the bar on your back. We encourage persons to look straight ahead, chest up, elbows down, hip back slightly, and you push your hip down into the exercise and drive with your heel. Down and drive with your heel. We also also encourage you. They say the lower you go is the better results you get. Because you know, a lot of people like to, especially ladies, love to come and focus on the legs and the glutes a lot. I don't know for what main reason, but they love leg exercise. Another machine we demonstrated also was the leg sled. It's similar to the leg press, but you're just in an upright position. The machine is close to a hack squat where you'll carry your foot out slightly in front of you, and the same procedure where you stoop and you drive it back up. We always encourage you to keep breathing, keep your chest up, exhale with the exercise, and continue to hydrate yourself and breathe properly while doing the exercise. Remember, no boundaries, no limits, inclusion. We are here once again talking about exercise, health and fitness. A little while ago we was demonstrating a little bit of the leg exercises, but now we are moving from the legs into the chest. One of the exercises we demonstrated was the flat bench press, where you will lie flat on your back with the bar, we lift it up and then bring it down to the chest. You touch the chest and back up. Inhale down, exhale out. Inhale down, exhale out. We also did on the incline, we did incline dumbbell press, almost the same type of exercise, but this one is more for the upper chest, where the guy will take the dumbbell, that's the little weight in both hands, and you will bring it down, carry it up and bring it down, touch the upper part of the chest and back up with your palms, point your palms facing forward. Same drill, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up. Remember, breathing is very important because you always want to keep your body full of oxygen and fluid, so you'll have to be taking your little breaks, you'll be sipping your water. Another exercise we demonstrated was the fly. You could do this flat, you could do it incline, but we did it flat today, where you lie flat on the bench with your hands up in front of you and your palms facing each other, elbows slightly bent, and all we do is open out your arms horizontally, not doing nothing else with the elbow, and closing. It's type of like make a hugging motion. You're going to hug your family, you know, they did well, so you want to give them a nice big hug, or you're going to just making a capital C, or you're putting your arms wrong at three, just making a semicircle with your arms. You open and you close. While you're opening, you're inhaling. While you're closing, you're exhaling. Control. And the last exercise we did for the chest was on the chest press. I believe it was the same machine where the guys sat here. You love to put your foot flat. You're looking straight ahead, and you take a deep breath and you exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. You know, and we keep encouraging us. There's no boundaries, there's no limit when we speak in inclusion with Code-F this afternoon. Going again this evening. Our team this evening is inclusion. No boundaries, no limits. It's only we could put limits on ourselves, and it's only we could put boundaries on ourselves. We spoke about legs, we did some leg exercise. We spoke about chest, we did some chest exercise. And now we're going to focus on the back. We did a couple exercises for the back. One was the low row, where you will put your knees on the pad, not the knees, sorry, your feet on the pad. You're sitting on a low seat, we did a low cable, and you put in, you hold the bar. Sometimes may have it wider, sometimes may have it closer, but today we had it close, and you'll be pulling this bar towards your stomach. Again, breathing is very important. So when pulling to your stomach, we will be exhaling, and while we're releasing our arms, we would be inhaling, keeping the back upright, the chest up, and we're going to pull to the stomach and release. Exhale, inhale. We also did did another exercise for more your outer lats. We called it pull down. It's more or less the same principle. You hold your bar, you sit on the seat. On this seat, you'll have a protection for your knees in case the weight get too heavy to stopping you from lifting off of the seat. And it's the same principle. Your chest up, you're looking forward, and you're pulling the bar down to a little below your chin. So while you take a deep breath, while you're pulling down, you exhale, and then you control back up. Hallelujah. We want to maintain the negative, and the negative is when you control your exercise back up. We also did another exercise for your lower back. It's a hyperextension where you rest your thigh, your quadricep area on the platform, and you hook the back of your heel on another part, and your foot rests flat on a platform behind. And what you'll be doing, you'll be crossing your elbow, your hands to the front, you're keeping your chest up, looking straight ahead, and then you'll be bending down, not too far down, and then you'll not be overextending. It's a lower back exercise. Like always, inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Continue to keep your head looking straight ahead, and the elbows slightly up with the chest also up. Another exercise we did was the deadlift. A few people demonstrated the deadlift where the bar will be placed flat on the ground in front of you. You will approach your bar, legs slightly apart, and your hands on the outer your legs. Another deadlift where people put your hand also on the inside. But we demonstrated the conventional deadlift this afternoon where you place your hand on your stoop, almost in a squat position with your head pointing straight ahead and your chest up, and you drive from your heel up. While you're driving up, you're straightening your knees, and you continue that same motion. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, you're not bending your elbows, you're not doing that with your elbows. All your hand is doing is holding on to that bar, your head straight ahead, your chest up, and your hip back, and your stoop. We call it a slingshot action. Again, we're talking inclusion, empowerment, no boundaries, no limits. We are here once again speaking about healthy lifestyle, positive choices, exercise. We spoke about legs, we spoke about chest, we spoke about back. Now we're going to just kind of close it off with a couple of the exercises that we kind of we didn't leave it out, but we just left it for last. Sometimes I say keep the best, sometimes the best for last, but we just want to continue. We speak we did a couple physical exercises. We did one of them for tricep, that was bench dip, where you could do this at home, just off a bench. You just rest your butt on the bench, then you rest your hands close to the side of you, and then you just carry your feet out a little, keeping your back close to the bench and your knees slightly bent. Your knees slightly bent, then you just dipping your hip towards the ground with your chest up. And we continue with the same principle. Remember, oxygen is important, so you inhale down, you exhale up. We also did another physical exercise, was the assistive pull-ups. A lot of persons may get problem doing pull-ups, so what we do, we have a machine with a little weight that will help you. You'll kneel on the machine, and then you'll hold, and likewise you just pull just like you're doing a normal pull-up, and the weight will help you come up again. One of the things I love about the pull-ups is that it sets the foundation for all the other exercises. For example, you keep your head straight, you keep your head straight. Next, your chest is up, your elbow is forward, and your hip is slightly back. I want you to maintain that position. It's the same deadlift position, it's the same bench press position, it's the same squatting position. Also, we did an ab exercise with a wheel where you saw the gentleman, he was on his knees. We can do it standing up also, but we will advise that you start there. If you don't have a good dental plan, we could end up in some serious trouble. So we'll start on our knees, and persons, I'll tell them when it start to lock your tummy, stop, and gradually every week, every other week, you will start to go a little further into the exercise until you go straight out in front of you. You come, you inhale, and then you exhale as we execute. And you're using your hip to come back. Sometimes when you first start, you kind of be pulling back your hand, but the real way is to use your hip to come back. The hands just holding. Another exercise we did was an exercise exercise for your shoulder was face pull. That was demonstrated by my lovely wife of close to 29 years, just a few more hours, and we'll be getting there. The face pull, where you stand, the cords in front of you, and you'll be pulling your hands. Your elbows will stay parallel to the body, but the hands will be coming towards the face. There are some other exercises that we did. We did things like press down, with kind of slipping right now. That was another tricep exercise, where you stand up with the bar to the front of you at about your chest level, and you'll be pressing it straight down in front of you without wringing your wrist and keeping your hands firmly at your side. We also demonstrated bicep exercise. We did 2 bicep exercises. One was the alternated bicep curl. The other was the barbell bicep curl. The barbell is done with the bar, with the both hands at the same time. You'll be standing and you'll be lifting the bar up and you'll carry it back down. You'll be exhaling up and you'll be inhaling down. You'll be exhaling up and you'll be inhaling down. Likewise with the alternate, you'll be doing it one hand at a time, like alternate. Exhale, you'll inhale, then you'll exhale, then you'll inhale, then you'll exhale. We call that the alternate dumbbell curl. It's done with 2 little dumbbells in your hand. You at home, even if you're not at the gym yet and you want to do some of these exercises, you could fill a bottle of water and simply do the same drill. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Just always keep in mind, my visually impaired friends out there, blindness is not a weakness.